I wake and make it wonder what the fuck I'm gonna do today. Every day is cash and making, I'ma chase it, nigga, know I gotta make it, yo.
Ah, man, how y'all doing? You already know what's going on. It is your boy Loki, the hype demon. You feel what I'm saying? Look, I got 5 tips for y'all today on how to get this magma camo. You feel what I'm saying? If you like me and you work anywhere from 8 to 12 hours and you have a family on top of that, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, 9 times out of 10, you only get maybe about a few hours out of the day to yourself to actually enjoy yourself playing the game. And then you got to play against sweats too. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to show you how to get this event camo as efficient as possible. And I think at the time of recording this, you might have about 6 days left. Well, I did it within like 5, 6 days ish, with me, 8 to 12 hour shifts, still having to be with the family and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and start getting into these tips. That way y'all can definitely go ahead and maximize as soon as possible. Alright, now, so tip number 1, listen, you might not think this is important, but it really is. You have to do your dailies. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that would be the obvious, right? But peak game. A lot of people forget about the dailies in zombie mode too. So the zombie mode dailies differ from the dailies that you get in regular MP. You see what I'm saying? So you have to do your dailies. Doing your dailies grants a lot of XP. I mean, it ain't maxed out XP, but you definitely get a lot of XP. And now that tip number 1 is out the way, let's get into tip number 2, which is the game modes. So when I mean game modes, I mean like the version of that game mode. So you don't want to play core. You only want to do hardcore and zombies, okay? Why hardcore over core? Well, that's simple. Your one shot, one kill medals for hardcore, you get just a little bit more XP than you would when you play the core game mode. And then zombies, well, I mean, it's zombies. You feel what I'm saying? So you spending a certain amount of time in zombies, you get XP regardless, and it's pretty healthy every time. You see what I'm saying? So those are the 2 modes you definitely want to focus on when it comes to the gameplay aspect. You want to focus on hardcore mode, and then you want to focus on zombies, and that also ties in with the dailies for both of those. Now let's get into the next tip, which would be tip number 3, and that is going to be play the objective. Now, when I say play the objective, I mean like you join in zombies or something like that, you really don't get too many objectives, but you get contracts. You do enough of those contracts, you can build a lot of XP, okay? But when it comes to the hardcore game mode, listen, dominations, kill confirms, and hard points, okay? You play those objectives hard. You do not waste time. You can focus on kills, but make sure you're focused on those objectives more than those kills. Now we're going to focus on tip number 4. Now, this might sound a little crazy, but tip number 4 is about your weapons, okay? Because like I said, we're working anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, we're parents. So this is really who this video is for. So with that being said, your weapons, I'm pretty sure, are not maxed out, okay? Your weapons aren't maxed out. So since your weapons aren't maxed out, guess what you want to do? You want to grab the weapons that you don't have maxed out, and you want to add decoy grenades. On top of playing those objectives with the decoy grenades and weapons that you don't have maxed out, the more levels you get with that weapon on top of the XP you get from the decoy grenades is massive. Definitely want to take advantage of that. And last but not least, tip number 5, play with your friends, play with a group of people, because little do you know, if you're in a party with a couple people, you get just a little extra 2-something% of a bonus just for being in that group playing those game modes with them. So play with people, and it helps time go by faster, and you have more fun. And those are my 5 tips for unlocking the magma camo in the next 6 days with about 2 to 3 hours of game.